Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So, keep your eyes out for my next video with the perfect pearls. I go through the perfect pearls and using the perfect pearls ink pad and all that kind of thing. It's very exciting, very exciting. But anyway, so I've been very adamant on going through a lot of my requests that I've been getting from my YouTube, people emailing me and all that type of thing, people requesting things. I always ask for you guys to request things. So I started going through everything and I've been making a list. And one of the things, which I didn't think of until I read a few of these emails, is that a lot of you don't want to do faces and you're not into that. And I know I show that a lot. A lot of that I show is more for me. I mean, I love teaching people and I love seeing what people do. And that's, I don't want to say that's secondary, but I love drawing faces and making kind of things like that. But I also love doing other things. And a lot of requests I got were to do another house, like the kind of whimsical houses. And I was watching TV this morning and I saw on one of the shows that they were showing doing it with fabric and making a wall hanging with it. Well, I love to quilt, I love to sew, I love to do all that, but I'm not going to do that right now. So I thought, well, all right, maybe I'll do a background and do some whimsical houses and do something like that. So I figured that's where we'll start. Now, you know, as far as color goes, you can use whatever color you want. As far as if you want to do it vertical or horizontal as well, you can do it whatever way you want, and you can use whatever kind of paper that you want. I think so I can get better on camera, and it will give me more room to do more houses. I'm going to do it, put my pencil here so it cleans up. I'm going to do it horizontally. Now this is a piece of watercolor paper. It's in a watercolor tablet. But obviously you can use whatever kind of paper you have. Printer paper, mixed media paper, watercolor paper, vellum, Bristol, whatever you want to do. I am not going to gesso this. Would you lay down? Please. You can share a pillow. Lay down. My dogs are cranky today because of the weather. I think because they're old and they're just like, I don't want to move, because that's how I feel. But I forget what I was totally saying. You can do these any color that you want. You can make this. This is a whimsical take on it. I do have a video prior where I did step by step, but I know and I'm very blessed that I have a lot more subscribers, and a lot of people don't like going through the older videos. So I totally get that. So I thought, all right, let's do this. I've been doing a lot of faces, and let me do something where if you're not comfortable doing a face or have no need to do a face or want to do a face, we can do this. So let's do the background. So you can start any colors that you want. It's going to be blurry for a second, obviously, because of the whites, and my camera just, I don't think any camera likes to focus on the white when it's just white. But I'm going to put down some metallic blue. Again, do whatever colors that you want. I don't have gesso down and my brush is not wet. You can wet your brush if you want. You could do whatever, but it'll just get worked in with the paint. And essentially, like I always tell you guys, this is like putting gesso down in a sense. Because your acrylic paint is plastic in a sense. So it's going to coat that background to help when we put colors on top of it, that the paint won't soak in as much. But you can see that this is soaking in somewhat. Now this is watercolor paper, so it's going to. If you want to gesso before you do it, by all means, please do. You know what? I'm not going to use any more of my blue. I'm going to add a little bit of white. Now, you can use your glazing medium in here. You can mix it with Mod Podge. You can do whatever you want to get a really cool looking background. I'm not concerned too much with my background and the colors right now, but I know I'm going to have some blue in it somewhere. So now if you want to wet your brush a little bit, stick it in the water, and that's what she said. Anyway, and just keep going around until you're pretty happy with where you're at. Like I said, it's more of just a mush of a black background. A lot of you do not like do not like to look at a white background, a white canvas, a blank paper, a blank canvas, and that type of thing. A lot of you don't like that. It intimidates you. A lot of us, a lot of us don't care. But this is a great trick when you feel stuck, uninspired. Pick a color, any color, whatever color you're feeling that day. Maybe I'm feeling a bit blue today. And just go to town like this. Wet your brush. And then you can see how it's dry and it's going in. And I'm not going to cover every bit of the paper, but, I got it all out of my brush. And I'm just going to rinse whatever's left in there and kind of give it a little dry. And that's how I'm going to start. Now I have to determine whether I want to do my background first, which is what I suggest, or do I want to put in my houses so I can see where they're at. I think I think I might sketch in my houses. Now you can use a watercolor pencil. You can use I'm using a Stabilo. You can use whatever you have. A regular. I have my trusty. I love my mechanical pencils. Favorite things in the world. But I'm just going to use this. Use a watercolor pencil. Crayola is a great one. Use a pencil. Use whatever you have around you. And just start sketching in some houses. Now I hope you can see this on there. And I'm just giving a quick sketch. And I'm going to make them thin, some not. And I'm going to give my roof. Now when we go back in, we're going to paint these. And we are going to... straighten up the lines, give them, okay, quick, let's go and focus, and give them some of their structure. You don't have to do a pointy lid, pointy roof. Do a different kind of roof. Oh, that looks foul. Wait a minute. No, that's not going to work there. I'm just going to erase. See how you can take if you're using a watercolor, you just take it off because we don't need that little foul thing there. Although I do enjoy a nice little foul thing, but not today. So I'm going to make this one real skinny. And maybe I'll do it like a tree top. Let's start there. Yeah, let's do something like that. Because really what's going to be fun is when you start decorating them. But they're houses, remember. Let's do something like this. Let's do a round house. And we'll give it a round door. Just so I remember when I go back. Because I don't know if a lot of you are like me. Where... sometimes I will have this great idea in my head now, and then I'll finish what I'm doing, and then I go back and I'm like, well, what was I going to do there? Well, that's what I'm going to do. But I want to give it a different kind of a roof than a square. Because remember, it's your painting. They're whimsical. I don't know. You know what? For now, I'm just going to do a squiggles because I like squiggles. And then I can play with that later and change that. I'm not too worried. I just kind of want to get an idea of where my houses will go. And then I think we'll do it'll be like a medium sized house. And these will be really fun because we're going to really play and have fun doing these. And I'm going to give this a big door. Think about Lord of the Rings. Think about those kind of fantasy movies that have these really cool houses. This is just a sketch. This is just where we're starting. I might go into doing this and none of these houses look like this. But this is in my head what I'm kind of going to do now. And then I'm going to give it two roofs. Because why not be fancy? Oh gosh, that word again. And then, I don't know, something behind here maybe. I don't know. Can't quite decide yet. But that's where I'm at. And then my little doorknob. So I have an idea. So that's where I'm going to keep this video. I'm going to keep them shorter because a lot of you do like to do it with me, do like to do these kind of things. And I know a 20-30 minute video of me sitting and starting this is going to be a lot to sit and watch and then try to do yourself. So I'm going to kind of try to keep them under 10-15 minutes. A few things I'm going to show you. I can't find my eraser. I'll just use this. Now, you can see I'm trying to erase this. The watercolor won't come off. But if you activate it, and just give it a quick scrub, and then take your paper towel or your brush, whatever you have, and just give it a wipe, you'll see it'll come off. And that's even with your watercolor pencils, because it reactivates it. So I'm just going to give that there. And I think on this one, I'm going to give it 3 triangle windows. And that just doesn't have to be perfect. But yeah, so you know when you're working, when you're drawing or sketching, whether you're doing a face, these, whatever you're doing, you can always use your watercolor, which I do a lot in my mixed media. Use your watercolor pencil. I'll have to get one of mine out. This is watercolor, obviously, but this is a Stabilo, which writes onto plastic, glass, and that kind of thing. So you really get a better thing going on here. I am going to see, I know I have watercolor, Crayola watercolor pencil. So when I do the next video for this, I'll have that and we'll see how that works. But you don't have to. You can use a regular pencil, pen, whatever you got. If you're really brave and you really want to go for it, use paint on a paintbrush and sketch it out. I like to have a little bit of play so I can see when I go in. You know, like for me, this is too alike, so I might change this one a little bit. I don't know. But so that gives me the basic, and that's all I'm going to do today. So, you know, as always, send it to me on Google, on Facebook, on my email. Send me what you guys do, pictures, questions, and all that kind of thing. This won't take as long as the mixed media girls, but or the odd girls, but it's a lot of fun, and you can still do art and feel like you're doing art, because I know a lot of you have let me know and feel that you're being left out because I'm doing a lot of faces, and a lot of people are doing the videos with the faces and doing their own faces, and that a lot of you really don't want to do faces. And I think that's awesome because art is everything. So we'll start here, just cute little mixed media houses, and let me see what you do. And as always, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Check out knittingandthings.com for a giveaway. There's 3 days left. And that's about it. So I will see you guys later, and be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. If I said that already, I don't know. I'm not that coherent today. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.